So I've had a pretty good season in the greenhouse. My tomatoes are doing good. I picked a few ripe ones the other day, and they were good. I have a couple left for sandwiches. I picked about 40 peppers so far, and I think I have probably 40 more peppers to go to pick. So I'm having a good year with peppers and tomatoes. Even got little red ones going on here. So yeah, a good 40 peppers so far that I picked. These are parsnips that reseeded themselves. So I didn't do nothing, they just started growing on their own. After the first year, one shot up and made seeds. So that's doing pretty good. My green beans have given me 5 picks so far, and they're flowering again, so that means there's going to be more picks coming, which is great for this late season. My cilantro has all gone to seed, so this plot is going to reseed itself with cilantro again, and I might just keep a few seeds for myself. These were my pea plots. My peas lasted till the first week of August. They fed us for a month, and now I planted radish. So this radish should be ready by mid-September. I'll try to get a good focus on them. And then after I'm done with this radish, I'm going to plant spinach in mid-September. So hopefully I'll get 3 crops out of these 2 plots this year. My Kentucky pole bean have gone up the fence. They're up to about 7-8 feet now, and I've got beans, so it looks like other than my other plot of beans, I've got more beans. So beans this year. That's good. With 6 kids in the house to feed, beans come in handy, I tell you. My corn is doing well. I actually have corn coming out. You can see it in here. There's little corns. There's another one here. So I've got about 3 dozen there. If I get 1.5 to 2 dozen, I'll be happy. So that's pretty cool. First time I grow corn. I'm getting a little bit of cucumbers this year. Not much. These plants have struggled all summer. It was cold all spring, and then we had the heat, so I don't think that did that good. And I didn't start from seeds. I had transplants again. I'm stubborn. Next year I'll try from seeds, but we had frost until the end of June. I don't know what's wrong with my pumpkins. They've been flowering all summer, big flowers, but I don't know if I'm getting this confused. It's either just male flowers and I'm not getting any female flowers, and that's all I've been getting, big flowers but no females to pollinate. It took me a while to catch on that these squash weren't doing so good either. I had to hand pollinate all these squash, and again, I think we're not getting much bees that do their job. So I got a good 6-7 squash, spaghetti squash. It's not too bad. My broad beans were almost decimated by green aphids, so they didn't produce as much as I thought they would. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them grow and keep the seeds for next batch, and hopefully I'll grow more seeds than I had to start with. So we're not doing too bad this year. It's not too bad. If you think about the price of tomatoes in Eskasoni, it's 4 tomatoes for $6. I picked 6 tomatoes a couple of days ago, and that paid for 12 of my plants. And I put 18 plants. So if I pick 2 more tomatoes, that'll pay all my tomato plants. And I've got a lot more than 8 tomatoes. So think about it. I picked 40 peppers already, and they're about 3 something a pound. So I mean, the minimal amount of money I invested in my garden this year, I got it back in the first or second pick, and after that it's all gravy. So I mean, this is worth it. This is really worth it. If you got a big family, you're struggling to eat with your budget, just grow your own, man. It's easy as hell.